You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast, delivering the knowledge in all things fitness business. We help gym owners win. Here are your hosts, Tim Lyons and Randy Engston.
All right, welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lyons, and joined in studio, as always, Randy, the Admiral of Attitude Engston.
Yay.
AAA.
What's up, buddy?
AAA.
AAA. Like the insurance or the baseball league?
The Admiral of Attitude Engston. AAA.
Oh, solid.
See
I
what
didn't
I'm
even get the
saying?
Engston in there. I mean, wow, right over my head.
AAA. A couple housekeeping tips, guys. The Built to Grow book is available at timlyonsbook.com. We will go ahead and ship that out for you for free. You just pay for shipping. The book's free. You pay for shipping. Also, mentioned it on the last episode. We got a ton of feedback. Guys are pumped about this event coming up October 18th and 19th in Scottsdale.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a gym owner wanting to grow and build and be in the same room with other high-level gym owners, link will be in the show notes, but it's pfmarketingsolutions.com/event. Go ahead and go there. Check out details on that event. You do got to, we can't take everybody, so we're going to qualify you. And one of the qualifications is, do you make $400K or more a year per location? That's going to be kind of one of the selecting factors, whether or not you're going to get the invite. I'm covering the cost on this. Just get your butt out there, and we're going to have a good old time. So that's the event. I don't even know what I'm calling it yet, but a night in the desert. Let's call it that.
Ooh, there you go. I like it. A night in the desert.
Night in the desert. Hey, great episode for you guys today. We put together just earlier today what we're calling the ultimate lead to conversion flowchart. Now, this is designed to help you identify the breakdown in your lead to conversion process. We put together a flowchart. In fact, you can download it right now for free at pfmarketingsolutions.com/flow. That will give you the infographic, and we're going to go through it on the podcast today. But if you're interested in that, go head over to that link, the pfmarketingsolutions.com/flow. But we're going to go through this thing. So
Yeah, download it and follow along. It'll make a lot of sense.
yeah, pause this, go download it, and follow along.
There you go.
And that's a great idea. So I like this thing because this answers all the questions as to why, the big question, why is my campaign not working?
Yeah, it's a common question that we get, obviously, when we do, you specifically do Facebook ad coaching as a service that's available. And this is a great tool that you can utilize to identify the areas from, like you said, lead all the way through to member conversion
Yes.
into a membership, so a new client in the gym.
Perfect. So let's walk through the process first, and then we'll go through the yes/no. Okay. So what we're talking about here is generating a lead from a source. Okay. It doesn't matter what source, but generating a lead, having that lead book an appointment with you, having that lead turn into a show up at your door.
Mm-hmm.
That lead that shows up, did they convert into a trial or a member? And it splits at that point.
Mm-hmm.
If they convert into a member, congratulations.
Beautiful.
New client. That's the end goal.
Cha-ching. That's the goal.
If they convert into a client, into a trial, then from that trial, did they convert into a client? Yes or no? Yes. Congratulations. You win.
You win.
You win the game. So here's right at the top of the flow chart. We've got a little thing that says getting leads ? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the answer is either yes or no. So if you're getting a no, you're not getting leads, we're going to give you some ideas as to why you're not getting leads. Okay. Number one, you need to look at your offer.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, if the offer sucks, you're not going to get leads.
That's probably one of the the offer is the largest weight
Factor.
Yep. In all of that. It's going to be the biggest weighting factor for sure.
Look at your targeting. Are you presenting an amazing offer to the wrong people? That would be a reason why you're not getting leads.
Mm-hmm.
Number three, is there urgency in the offer? Can they just pick it up at any time so there's no real reason for them to submit their information at this time?
Take action today kind of thing.
Yeah, that's urgency.
Yep.
Is there scarcity? Is there just a ton of these? So regardless if it ends in a week, if there's no limit to these, like I can wait till next week to do it.
And that plays into factor, what your competition's doing as well, all the way through there too.
Mm-hmm.
Is it unique to what you bring to the table.
Another thing was, does your messaging match your audience? So if you're talking to women, you got a bunch of pictures of men, or in your copy, or in your video. I mean, there's a lot of factors, so that would probably be in your creative. If all of, like, those are the check boxes you need to make sure that you're filling, okay? And those are the where I would start, definitely. And then there's also placements and things like that would make it harder or easier. So, okay, so if you're not getting leads, that's right at the top. That's where you would start.
Start there, yep.
So let's just say you are getting leads. Great. Congratulations. Are they booking an appointment?
Yeah.
If they're not booking an appointment, but you're getting leads, this is where you need to look. All right, number one, check your availability on your calendar. Is it, you have no availability, so therefore people can't book.
Can't show up, yep.
Does the link work? If you're doing like self-booking, the links could be broken.
Yeah, technology.
Yep.
Sometimes those things fall off. Like
Yep.
we've gone through it a million times where things have been set up perfectly, and all of a sudden something happened,
Yep.
Facebook glitch, whatever it may be.
Or maybe it never worked.
Or maybe
You never tested it,
Maybe
right?
you've never tested it. Yep.
Is the calendar mobile friendly? I just had this happen the other day for a client. We were looking at his funnel, and I screen recorded myself going through his existing funnel. I'm like, dude, you can't get to the button
We were
to
talking
book
about that.
this
Yep.
appointment. The button's on a window within a window. You have to scroll, and you just can't physically submit.
Almost like you have to do two type of.
You just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I could do it on the desktop, but on mobile, you just couldn't get to the button. So, of course, people can't book. They're not going to be able to book, so you're not getting bookings. Do they know what to do on the page? Is it clear that they are to book an appointment?
That's the next step.
Yep. Were they aware at the beginning that they would be booking an appointment? Did you tell them in the copy or on the page prior to this page, hey, submit your information, and on the next page you'll be booking an appointment? Like, that could be a surprise. Like, I wasn't prepared to book an appointment. I'm not booking any appointments here. All great things to look at if you're not booking appointments. Okay. So let's just say they are booking appointments. All right. So we've got leads. The leads are booking appointments. The next logical question is, are they showing up for the appointments?
Yep.
If they're not showing up for the appointments, we got to look at some things here. Okay. So number one, is there an incentive for them to show up? Is there an incentive, or is there a penalty?
Sure.
Meaning like you'll lose your place, or
there's facilities out there that will do paid consultations, limited, again, back to scarcity.
Yep.
Those people have skin in the game to show up for a consultation alone. It's a type of incentive, or, a penalty, like you said.
Penalty, yep. Did you confirm the appointment? Okay, you can't always expect everything to be automated. Did you reach out and confirm that they booked the appointment and they know of the appointment? Do they know how to get there? Do they know how to? Do they know where you're at? Okay, those are all things you can do in the confirmation. Did you remind them? Maybe they booked 3 or 4 days out. Is there nurturing to remind these folks to show up?
Great place for automation.
A lot of times people book an appointment, they forget. Okay, right? Is there a cancellation policy or a way for somebody to cancel? Because we mentioned this before this episode. I'd much rather have a cancellation than a no-show.
Oh, without a doubt.
Right.
Now your employees aren't wasting time waiting.
Yep. And then if that is the case, yes, can they rebook an appointment? Or did you reach out to rebook it? So that's all reasons why people might not show up. And this seems to be where the biggest breakdown.
I was going to elaborate on that as well.
The
For some
no-show
reason,
rate.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
And I think that some of the things you touched on, right, a lot of it leads back to automation, those touch points, making sure when a lead comes in, you're attacking it, right? Like you're jumping on that, you're reaching out to them, getting that conversation started, because that process, the next step is getting them in for that consultation.
Yes, exactly. So there is some touch points involved with them showing up. So the better communication you have, they know where you're at, they know what time they're coming, they're reminded, you call them the night before, they know what to expect. All that stuff helps with the show.
Yeah, and I think a lot of gym owners or just people in general might feel like they're hounding somebody. But when you make it clear, like you present the path of what's next for that client, it takes away that you're not hounding them, you're guiding them, because that's a requirement. So don't be afraid to reach out, email, text message, any phone calls. Do the work. Get that person. This person just raised their hand.
Yes.
They just told you they're interested in something that you have to offer. Allow them to come in and purchase that or extend that relationship.
Have the conversation. Got it. So, okay. If they are showing, so you got a lead, they booked, they showed. The next question is, did they convert into either a trial or a member?
Mm-hmm.
The answer is no. Let's go over here to this side of the flow chart. This thing's handy. What I would do is I would print this out and laminate it and have this thing by your desk.
It's a troubleshooting guide.
Yeah, flow chart, right?
Yeah.
No, they didn't convert. They actually showed up. They booked the appointment. They came through the funnel. They did show up. They did not convert. Okay. First question is, were you on time? Okay.
Did you respect their time?
Yep. Did you show up on time? Were you dressed professionally? This goes into the conversion process.
Without
guys.
a doubt.
Yep. Let's see. Did you build rapport with them? Okay. If you're cold, just like a cold person, very monotone, and you just didn't build rapport, they may not, they don't feel comfortable with you.
Yeah, nobody wants to be treated like a number, right? So build a relationship before you position the offer.
Hello, my name is Tim. Please sit down. Would you like to buy this?
Where is your credit card?
Yeah. Did you ask the right questions? And there's deep dive into this. We do sales coaching, guys. Mm-hmm. This is just the quick flow chart version. Did you ask the right questions? Did you listen to what they said? Somebody could have told you exactly what you needed to hear. You just didn't listen to them, and you start talking over.
It's a great sales conversation. That's how it should go.
Are your membership options clear to the person purchasing? Do you have 57 different items or check boxes that they can buy?
Are you the Cheesecake Factory of fitness?
Yep. Did you overcome objections? They're going to give you objections. There are very few times like, hey, I want the thing, sign up. Except unless you guys do the banner campaign. You guys do the banner campaign, you will get people walking in and signing up. Okay.
6 weeks later.
They just came in this week.
I know.
Two more signups, man. It's going to keep going.
That's a perfect offer.
I can't wait for January because January 1st, guess what's going up? The big yellow banner. Here's a good one. Did you ask for the sale? Question mark.
We've legitimately done, I think, an entire podcast episode on that alone. Make sure you ask for the sale.
Yeah. Is giving you money seamless? Do you make it too difficult for them to give you money?
To purchase, sure. We've talked about this, like the types of payments you take.
Yep.
I know that you'll do anything. You'll do trade.
I'll do Bitcoin.
Bitcoin if you.
Let's go.
We'll figure out. Yeah, exactly. Take their money. Figure it out later. Figure it out.
Yep. So if those check boxes aren't filled out, you might want to look there. Okay. Going backwards, we're going to say, did they convert? Yes, but they converted into a trial. And this trial could be anything. It could be a 6-week challenge, 21-day program, 14-day kickstart. It's just not a annual member. Yes,
we see a lot of them like a free sync 1-day pass or a free class.
That's technically conversion. It's a trial.
There's a ton of those in the marketplace in fitness.
Okay, they converted to a trial, but then the next question is, did they convert to a member? If you put something on a trial, let's go start from the beginning. They became a lead. Yep. They booked. They showed. They converted into a trial, and then you lost them here. This is where you need to look.
Yeah, this is deep into your business.
Yep. This is deep in your business. Okay. The trial didn't convert. Okay. Did you provide excellent service? You can look back at that service that person got. Actually, we didn't.
Those are delivery systems.
Yep, delivery systems. I showed up late. My coaches weren't there. We didn't pay attention to them. They
got lost in a class,
Something like that, yeah. Okay. Did you meet your client's needs? Okay. Maybe they needed you to explain something a little bit further. Maybe the client's needs were schedule. Like the schedule wasn't available for them.
Or maybe that information came out in what they were looking for in that consultation.
But it never got delivered to the coach.
But it never got delivered in, exactly.
Okay. Yep. So maybe they told you all the stuff they needed. Hey, I've got a bad knee and I can't do lunges. And that never got out to the training floor. And then the first thing the coach has them do is lunges.
Yeah.
That would cause somebody not to convert.
We're doing 1 rep max squats today.
Yeah. Day one.
Bad knees.
Yeah. So were the client's needs met? That goes deeper into all different kinds of things. Did you have enough touch points with this trial? Did you just send them out and then hopefully they converted on their own? Like you never really reached out to them.
Another great place where automation can come into play.
Yep. Did you set a meeting to at the end of the trial? Like did the trial end and you never sat down with the person to convert them?
Does the client know the next step?
Great. Did you ask for the sale? Yes or no?
Right back to the more important question.
Yep. So this is a little rough draft.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to grow this thing. This is going to be your friend in the next marketing campaign, or really this goes into your business operations. This is a little freebie we want to give to everybody.
A lot of that, the majority of that, once you've gathered that lead, once you have that lead, marketing's done. That's a sales process.
Right. The sales process down here. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
The second that lead is in your ecosystem, what sales process? And we talked about that with Eric when he was on. That's really where your sales team is in charge of the leads that come in. Mm-hmm. Your marketing team is in charge of getting those leads from there.
Correct.
Now hand it off to your sales team to do the rest of it.
Perfect. Here's the ultimate lead to conversion flowchart for you. Go download it if you want this and laminate it. pfmarketingsolutions.com/flow. You can find that there. Maybe go back and listen to this podcast again with this in front of you if you didn't go download it yet. It's a great tool. I like it. I'm actually pretty proud of this.
One of the things that I want to just point out too is at each of those steps, there's a percentage of conversions. This is kind of what stemmed this whole idea, right?
Correct.
Was when you look at your marketing campaigns, from your traffic source to your landing page, what's the percentage of conversion there?
Yes.
Click-through rates at your landing page. How many people are visiting? How many people are opting in? What are the percentages there? Track these things, guys. If you're not clear on the percentages and the breakdowns, your averages, the successes, that's really where you can look at the entire thing front to back, from gathering from cold traffic all the way to membership. Line those processes up, look at the breakdowns, and then have those percentages at each level and work towards increasing the effectiveness at each of those steps.
That's good.
Truly how you're going to make.
Very good point.
You're spending the same amount of money to gather those leads, right? Do you want to just go throw more money because the system that you have in place afterwards is broken? No. Let's fix the system so that you can make your money work for you as effectively as possible.
Great point. I think I'm going to add to this a little bit since we just did this. I think I might add maybe put the conversion percentages, averages and what to expect at each point. We'll see if it makes it onto the final. But yes, every step in this quote unquote funnel, and when I mean funnel, I'm not meaning the landing page funnel. I'm meaning the entire process from somebody never hearing from you to becoming a client. That's the sales process funnel, has a percentage.
Yep.
And if you can just increase nominal amounts at each step, you can grow your revenue dramatically. Mm-hmm. So and once you figure this thing out, you're going to find the breaks. You're going to squeeze points, the pinch points in this thing. And if you fix that, great, it flows into another pinch point. Mm-hmm. And then you always work on the pinch points because there's always going to be one step somewhere in here that's the lowest.
Yeah,
and
it's
if
got
you
room
can
for
increase
improvement.
that one, great. Now look at the next lowest one and then increase that one. And it's a moving target. So yes, if you're getting people all the way into the door and they're not closing at your gym, that's the pinch point. If you're never getting leads to begin with, that's the pinch point. If people aren't booking, that's the pinch point. If they're never showing, that's the pinch point. Then you work on the next thing.
Yep. Exactly.
I like it. I feel like a genius.
So smart today.
I feel
so smart today. This is a good one.
Hercules.
This is something, and it goes back to like with our sales coaching. Mm-hmm. One of the first things that really Kelly brings to the table is tracking your sales process.
Absolutely.
If you don't have a baseline an understanding of each of those breakdowns, you can't improve. You have nothing to go off of. So establish those thresholds. Know your numbers at each of those pinch points, like you mentioned. Yes. Or those conversion points, and then work your lowest to highest. And a big kind of a word to the wise is revisit them consistently.
Every month.
Like every month, because it's kind of like juggling, right? We can focus on the leads coming in the door. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden we kind of forget that the sales process is slipping. And then, or we put all of our eggs into our focus on increasing our sales conversions, but we forgot that the marketing aspect, is now slipping. So, bounce around with or follow your data, and those numbers are always going to give you the area to look at.
Yep. I would take it even a step further and start at the bottom almost. And here's why. I would start at your sales process first.
Work backwards?
And work backwards for this reason. You're getting some amount of people in front of you right now, regardless of if you turn the water on or off. There's people in front of you. If you can't ever close that, it doesn't matter what happens uphill. So start at your sales process. If you need help with your sales processes, we do sales coaching. You and Kelly will work one-on-one 4 straight weeks, dialed in.
Yeah.
The clients we've done this with dramatically changed.
Blown away.
Yeah, that fixes so much of their problem. Because a lot of times, almost every time, it's not more leads.
Yes.
It's better sales processes, and you can outsell your problems. You can. If your problems are money problems, like, hey, cash flow is an issue this month, this year, this quarter, you fix your sales problems, that's when you can outsell your problems. You can get the money now.
It's the same way that we structured our private client coaching program, by going bottom to top.
Yeah.
We talk about this, and I use that analogy of the boat. You know what I mean? Just to recap on that, through our coaching program, we start with the delivery systems, ascension, conversion, and then we step into marketing.
Yep.
Because what we want to do is we want to make sure that all the systems in your business, like the sales process, are in place and effectively working, and you're tracking them and you're working on improving them. And then we put more bodies into the gym or into that process.
Yep.
Because it's the most cost-effective way of doing it. If all of those systems are broken, you're throwing good money after bad.
Yep.
And there's no need, there's no reason to go do that. So I like that idea. Start backwards and work way up.
Yeah. In this scenario, if we go even further down and going deep, okay, so I was saying, hey, start on this scenario, start with the sales. But if you go further down, if you're selling people, but they're going and getting a really horrible experience with you, that's where you start. So we really look at your delivery systems very, very first thing. And that goes into staffing and customer experience and the way you coach your clients, small group, large group, one-on-one, whatever it is, your price structure, all that stuff lives in that delivery systems. Yeah, that's technically where you should be focusing on. If you don't have a great quote-unquote product or delivery of your product, that's really the issue.
Yeah, and that's a tough place. I mean, I think that we can almost we want to assume that you've got those things figured out, right? That's why we presented this half of the coin.
Yeah.
But if that's what you find out is that breakdown is the results, which is you're going to see with retention, you're going to see with the results of your clients, their happiness and so forth.
Yep.
If that's not there, then start there, and then we'll come backwards even further.
Yeah. So going back, go download this thing, learn from it. On top of that, we've got this big event coming up we're excited about. I'm going to push it one more time, pfmarketingsolutions.com/event. If you're on that page, it's going to explain really what this event's about. It's for the 5%ers, the 10%ers of the gym owners that are, they're 400K or higher. We want to get you together with us into a room. We got some great things planned. I'm excited.
Continually elevating and moving forward. Growth.
Okay, so check that out. Go to timlyonsbook.com. Get that free book. Until next time, guys, enjoy this ultimate lead to conversion flow chart. It's game time. All right, guys, keep changing lives. We'll see you. Bye.